I want to tell you about how to say no to a second date. It's one of the questions we hear a lot from singles. How do I say no to a second date? And hi, my name is Christian. I'm one of the co-founders of Loveworks and the Loveworks Solution. So you might have been there, right? You've been on a first date with someone. Maybe it was nice enough. Maybe it wasn't so good. The person you were dating really wants to see you a second time, to have a second date. But you're not so sure about that. Or maybe you're totally sure that you don't want to have a second date. You're just not sure how to say it. Now, first, I want to say what's nice about you even asking how to say no to a second date is that it demonstrates that you care. You probably know lots of people who don't care about that at all and they just move right along, ghost their partner. So kudos to you for even caring enough to be curious about this question. How do I say no to a second date in a good way? Sonic and I, in our relationship work in the Loveworks Solution, we always figure it's worth acting towards anyone we relate to, even the person you dated the first time, as you would like them to act towards you. That goes whether you want to see that person again or not. I still remember the very first time I used what I'm about to suggest to you with a date. This was actually before we were dating on apps. You know, it's just phones. I actually met this woman in a bar. We had a really nice time together. When I came home, I was, in the days after I was clear, I don't really want to see this person again. The truth was I was interested in another woman that I really did want to go date again, and I didn't feel comfortable dating two people at the same time. No judgment what you do about that. At that time, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. So what I did do for the first time in my life, I picked up the phone, I called this woman up, and I talked to her. And this was the first time I had ever done anything like that. And I got to tell you, I was nervous and I was expecting a triggered reaction, but she really surprised me by saying, she actually said, "Thank you so much for calling me and telling me this." Like no one has ever done that before. She really genuinely appreciated me. I was almost blushing, in my apartment, and we had a nice chat with each other, and that was that. I felt really good that, I didn't beat myself up about what I had done, and I felt clear to pursue the date I was interested in. So here's what I'm recommending you say when you want to say no to a second date. And you can of course modify as you see fit, but try it out next time this is relevant for you. First, you start out with an appreciation, and then you say you're not inspired to set up another date, but you will let him or her know if that changes. For example, what I said to my date on the phone was, "Thank you for a really nice time. I totally enjoyed getting to meet you. Right now, I'm not inspired to set up more dates with you." That's it. Just say, "It was nice getting to meet you. At this time, I'm not inspired to set up another date." If you want to, you can add, "And if that changes, I'll totally let you know." So you start with an appreciation, and then you say, "I'm not inspired to set up another date," or "I'm not inspired to meet again." You acknowledge the good intent in what you shared, even if it was a briefest coffee meeting, and then you say no. I always figure that's about the best we can do when we want to say no to a date. So we want to honor our own desire to say yes or no, of course, and we'd like the other person to be treated kindly too, to not just be ghosted and to not be left with making all kinds of weird things up. As you probably know, if somebody just doesn't call you back, it leaves you to make up whatever you make up, and often what we make up is not very beneficial to us. It's easy for me to make up. If you were my date and you don't call me back, it's easy for me to make up, "Oh my God, I'm not very nice. That person must have hated me. Stuff never works out for me. No one ever likes me." It's easier to kind of close the energetic loop if you just do a phone call and you say, "Hey, I really appreciated our time together," or "Thank you for anything in particular." It could be something that person shared on your first date, and "I'm not inspired to set up more dates right now." All right, so that's the tip I got for you today. I always figure the kinder we treat each other in the dating world, the better our mini relationships are going to be. All right, try it out and take care.